Hello students, how are you all? Our subject is RR, that is moral story. Our topic is polite Pankaj, and its value is we must be well-mannered. Students, before starting a story, I would like to ask you some questions. Do you pile your plate with food? Do you talk with your mouth full? Do you take big bites of food? Do you request for the dishes to be passed around? Do you say thanks after meal? Now let's learn table manners. Wash your hands before eating meal. Put a napkin on your lap. Put your elbows off the table. Wait for others to start eating and then join them. Keep your mouth closed while eating or chewing food. Don't talk while eating because it's a bad habit. Say please when you ask for something. Students, remember that food to mouth, not mouth to food. Take small bites and use spoon and fork to take your bites and bring your food to your mouth. When you complete your food, always say thank you. And last, wash your hands after meal. Let's begin with the story. In the story, a boy named Pankaj. Tarini and Aryan are the cousins of Pankaj. Tarini and Aryan were unhappy because Pankaj was arriving that day and staying with them for a week. Pankaj shouted, never spoke politely, ran, never walked, and pulled and pushed and uses his hands instead of telling people what he wanted. When the family sat at the table, he would never ask to be served, but stand on his chair and pulled all his dishes towards himself. He would cry when his parents asked him to behave and start crying again when he did not want to finish his food. Tarini and Aryan's mother said, "Be patient, he is young." "Oh, then he must be a monster," whispered Tarini. "No," laughed mother. "It is just that he wants to eat a lot. So he piles his plate with the food, but his stomach gets filled before he finishes food." "His habit of wasting food really upsets me," said Aryan. "I get more upset when he shouts and talks with his mouth full of food," said Tarini. "I remember the time when he laughed so much that this food sprayed onto my plate. I get really nervous when he chews and talks at the same time," said the children's father. "Papa, why does that make you nervous?" asked Aryan. "We have two pipes in our throat, a food pipe and a wind pipe," explained his father. "If we talk and eat at the same time, our food can go down our windpipe. That is not only painful but also dangerous." "Have you seen the size of the bites Pankaj takes?" said Tarini. "He opens his mouth as wide as he can take a huge bites. So he has to keep his mouth open while he chews." "Oh yes," giggled Aryan. "I remember the day he came with Granny for lunch and made those slurping sounds. Pachak, pachak. Yuck, Pankaj has no manners." "Give the child a chance," said mother. "The two of you are older, so you know a lot more. He is just a little boy." That evening, the cousins sat together for dinner. Tarini and Aryan nudged each other and watched Pankaj closely. Pankaj sat in his chair and said in a grown-up voice, "Uncle, could you please pass me the salad?" Tarini and Aryan looked on in amazement as Pankaj served himself just one spoon of everything on the table. Tarini was waiting to see Pankaj take a giant bite of food, but he took a small one and swallowed his food only after he chewed it carefully. Seeing his cousin mouth agape with a surprise, Pankaj said, "Tarini, you should not open your mouth so wide while eating. It's not good manners." "What are manners?" asked Aryan with a smile. "My teacher says that manners are like a spoonful of sugar that makes everything and everyone sweeter," replied Pankaj in a serious voice. Then turning to the children's mother, he said politely, "Thank you, auntie, for a delicious meal." "Well, Pankaj, you are so sweet and well behaved that we will have to call you Big Boy Manners from now on," said Tarini, patting her young cousin on the back. So what moral we got from the story? Manners make the man. Let's see the value gems of this story. If you are well mannered, others are likely to be well mannered and good to you too. Good manners makes you and everyone around you happy. You are well mannered if you are kind to others and help them when they need help. Say thank you when others help you or give you something. Say excuse me when someone blocks your way. Sit politely at the dining table and finish all the food on your plate. Do not disturb or interrupt others when they talk. Do not throw tantrums when your parents say no to what you want. Auto suggestions. I always thank people who help me. I raise my hand and wait for my turn to speak in class. I always say please when I ask for something. So hope students you have enjoyed this story and learned its value, that you must be a well-mannered.